Hello everyone, welcome back to the Crystal Sky SMP. I'm ApplePie and this is World of Piecraft. We've got a couple of tutorials and general maintenance items that we want to get through to get things ready for our big adventure into the sea. The first one, I want to zombify and cure all of these villagers. And I'll do a little tutorial on that, and then a tutorial on how to build an impulse-based sorter. I had promised at the beginning of my first episode that I would not make one of these, but I can't help myself. It's just too fun. So I dug out this massive pit in order to get that going. So the first step for curing villagers is you need to make the potions. So the way that things have to happen is you have to have a zombie kill your villager, and it turns into a zombified villager. You then hit it with a splash potion of weakness, which looks like thus. And then once they've got the little aura around them for the potion of weakness, you feed them a golden apple, and then they start shaking, and anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes later, they turn back into a human, and they like you a lot. So anything pretty much that's under 25 emeralds goes down to 25 or down to 1, and it's a pretty cool deal for trading. Once you're there, you're able to get anything you need from just half a stack of iron. I'm gonna cure these extra guys right here in case I want to add them later as traders, and I've got the gapples to do it. I've got 53, which took a while to get, but we've got it. So the first step, or the next step, is we gotta get a zombie in here. There's a husk. Let's take it. Don't even need to give him armor. Okay, so we're just gonna play a little hide and seek here. Gonna run back, and I'm going to close the door. What happened was that I had left these areas right here empty on these two because I had forgotten to fill them up when I restarted, or when I started training all my villagers. And the husk came in and pushed them under that block, which killed them. So I lost 2 of my good villagers. And what I think happened is then the husk fell into the minecart and suffered the same fate. So I've blocked those off. I've already cured the guys in here, so I'll replace the ones that died. And then we'll proceed forward from there. Then we're going to break that. And then we're going to build up. There, looks like we're good to go. Kablamo. Nice working with you. Hey, cool. Villager head. Alright, now let's have some fun. So the basic design that we're going to go for with the storage system is I'm going to have 2 rows going all the way up and down the long hallway that I built. Each row needs to face 7 blocks away from the wall to account for the sorting mechanism. We should leave a reasonable amount of space. I love that they'll pick up whatever and put in front of them. Okay. Start with you. And get you. And seals. Look at them. There. Okay. Yeah, it's done. Yep. Lots of others. Okay. These. Everyone's putting together. So let's unbox these guys. Mostly because this is annoying and in the way. Did I put the shulker down there? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, the basic design is going to look like this. We need hoppers and shulkers and repeaters and all of this gabbly stuff. Alright. So we'll practice on the back one here. So the first thing we want to do is to keep a second chest for overflow. Then we're gonna put hoppers into each one. And then a hopper going into the top one. And then we're going to build, we're gonna use sandstone because we have a ton of it, like 4 chests full of it. We're gonna move all of this one over because we needed a 3rd spot there in the back. Don't judge me. It wouldn't be a tutorial if I didn't make myself look stupid. So, like I said, into the chest, into the chest. So this way, if the bottom chest gets full, that hopper fills up, then that hopper will fill that chest until it fills up. So that way we've got overflow. So this hopper right here is going to pull the items down if there's a match of the item in the filter. And then the signal from this hopper will unlock to drop the item in if it is a hit, because then the number of items that are in this hopper will be 42, which is enough to send the signal to unlock. And so that's why in the traditional impulse design, you've got 41 items and filler in each hopper. So here, got that one, and on top of that, we have that. So then we take our repeater and face it there. And then we take our comparator, which I didn't grab, did I? I grabbed 2 repeaters. Ah, well. Grab our comparator. And we're gonna have it watch this chest here. What's this hopper? And then we need to give it a bit of redstone to carry that signal. So in theory, if something comes into here, we want this hopper to go into the repeater, or into the converter, like this. So now it's going, because it's got something in it, it's going to light up, but not give enough signal. So then what we're going to do is, for now, we're going to put an input chest. Let's go ahead and build a fake next in line here. So we're gonna go there. Temporarily, we'll put an input chest there. Oops. So now we have to put filler material. This line right here is going to just go around all the way to the end. It'll be right on the roof, so we'll put some composers on top to reduce lag. Just gonna make a loop there and all the way back around, and the items will be filtered from here through these filters down into the chests. So if I come in here and I make a redstone filler and I put 56 sandstone, this will work its way down to 41 and then it'll stop. Like up. And then the rest will be in here. And then it repeats to infinity. The next item will be this one here, and we'll just go all the way down. Let's go check on our good guys that are, in theory, all not zombies again. Yep, look at that. Now the key here, if you don't want to make a farm for emeralds, is this now. The 1 iron for an emerald. With a relatively efficient iron farm going, that is pretty much unlimited emeralds. It turns into being 1 iron per most books, and I'm very acceptable to that. Alright, so now's the fun. Alright, so now you can see that it's all finished. Everything is all hooked up nicely. We've got our input up here. Let's gather all this up real quick. So we have the input up here, chest to put individual items to get sorted, and you can stack shulkers all along here, and they'll get emptied out kind of in a first come, first serve basis there. I'm going to cover this whole thing up, and we're going to have a grand stairway down, and then access to 88 items. I'm going to do the floors all out of tile or slabs just to maintain the spawn proof nature of this. But we're gonna have nice lighting in here, and it's going to be very nice. So I wanted to point out that the last thing that we have to do to make this whole thing work is we have to create these filters. So what you have to do is take stacks of items and rename them to something that will not match any item that you're going to use later. And then you fill them up, and when you decide to fill or put one of these together, you will say take sandstone and just put it in place of that. And now that chest will always be sandstone. And I'm going to leave it like that because that's actually a good spot for it. And see how it stops at 41. And the rest of it is in here with the nuggy. So that is our sandstone chest. And then you can come in, you can use signs, or you can use item frames. However you want to decorate this up. What you're going to do, I recommend, is putting a cover up here on top of all this, and then putting stairs as the last piece so these chests can open. So that's, I'll do an example here. So we're going to cover up that with something, and then you'll put a stair upside down right here. And in the past, I've used that stair as the place to put the item identifier, so that should work out. I think that's going to be the end of that tutorial. Oh, yeah, that's right. One of the ways to make this look pretty was to hide the output chest feeder in here, and it's far less complicated than the one that I showed that uses 4 water elevators. but it does the job. Everything that does not get put into these chests after its whole trip around goes through that wall down into those chests. So that's our output. So this is your traditional impulse sorter. It's gonna look nice. It's gonna be hidden, and on top of it, I'm not even sure what we're gonna put, but it's all done. And I think that's between the adventure of curing everybody and setting up that sorter. I'm not going to make everybody watch me retrain my traders here. So I want to say thank you for stopping by, get me holding all my sandstone, and take care. Bye bye.